Hello, this is Shawn, Digital Learning Coach for Union County. I'm going to go through a couple of steps, and this is actually a remake of another video. And I just wanted to revisit because there's some additional add-ons that didn't exist when I first made this video. And so this is a real simple idea. I'm going to actually take some data pieces, and we're going to look at how we can take a single column and kind of break it up into different pieces. So we'll jump right in. So I have a set of fake data in here. Let me enlarge a little bit so we can see a little better. Try that again. There we go. I'm going to hold off on creating a header, and I'll show you kind of how I used to do it. So anytime I had a set of data, I would actually go and I just type in equals, and I'm going to split it up. And I love that Google will do these recommendations. As you start typing, it'll tell you, all right, is this what you want? And then it actually tells you step by step what you're going to do to take care of this. But I'm just going to jump in. I'm going to hit split, and then I'm just going to hit enter. And you'll see I have an error. That's because I haven't said what argument I want to use to split. So I'm going to actually take A1, and I'm going to say my thing I want to split is anytime it finds a comma. So you see the directions right here has put parentheses, not parentheses, quotations, quotation, comma, and then I close it off and I hit enter. And you see that it split every time it found a comma, it broke it up. And on this one, I might come around and do the same thing and do a space. Nice little way of separating these things out, but there's actually now a easier way to do this. And so if I take column A, and I do data, they've now added in the split to text columns, and it will sit there and it'll break it apart based on auto detections, or you can clarify what you want it to do. I want it anytime it does a space or a comma, sorry, space and a comma. Separate where it's at. So anytime there's a space. And you see it's keeping those comma pieces in, but we can sit here and we can just do the detection and say, oh, I wanted that to break apart too. Well, that's easy enough. I just select my next column and I do the same thing again. Data, and I do split text, auto detect, or I simply say do the space. And now I have my data broken up. And this is when I can actually go in and say insert above and say, okay, here's my last name. First name and whatever code I'm using. Now, I have had people say, I really wish I had a way of splitting it where it was the last three of the ID or first three of the ID, because it's on this one, the first three are the same, so maybe they're needing the last four of all this. Well, that's actually easy enough too. If I say equal, and I just want to take the right side of this data, I'm going to type in right, and then I'm going to pick what data I want. So this column, and I want that last four, so I'm literally going to say I want the last four. And so then there's the data. And then we have now the new piece with is that auto suggestion. So I'm going to fill that in. And so we're getting all these little add-ons being built in that's making Google Sheets even better than it was. All these extra little pieces. You'll notice some of these are like lowercase, capital. There's ways we can switch that to say proper and lower, and I'll do that in another video later down the road. That's all I have for you today, guys, and I appreciate your time, and if you need anything, don't hesitate to ask. Thank you. Hey, thank you for watching this video. Please click the like button and subscribe so you can stay up to date on any future videos.